Hey the YouTube land, and if you've made it to this far and got to the 4th Arrow video, then congratulations, because this you're going to see some really cool stuff, some steelbooks, some cool sets, and hopefully get some great suggestions on some arrows that you can get for the Arrow Mega Sale that's going on right now on the Arrow Video website. So if you haven't checked that out, in my first 3 videos, the last one dealt with Blu-rays, and the first 2 dealt with a lot of like DVDs and box sets. So let's get on and get right into this right now. Next up is another Arrow Academy one, and it's one that I really like, and this is the cover I like most out of the 4 covers. And as I said before, Arrow Academy did use the window boxes like the Arrow Video did, but they used them in black with kind of a gray banner. And the Arrow Academy ones are basically kind of important films. Think of them as the criterion of Arrow. This one, of course, is Rafiki, a fantastic film. There's 4 different covers you can choose from there. Some great special features, fantastic Blu-ray film, great booklet on in here as well. And we'll just open up this here so you can see what an Arrow Academy looks like. So you take it out, and of course we have the white case that we're normally used to. There's Rafiki, 2 of the covers that go with it. This, of course, is a 2-disc edition. This is a really cool set, and inside of it is the fantastic booklet, which is also really awesome looking. And to give you like a little thing telling you about some of the other Academy ones are, of course, like the other ones, they have like 4 covers. The newer ones, I think, are gone with the white cases and the 2 covers, but still some fantastic stuff. I really love this. Rafiki is a great film. I recommend this to anyone. One of the greatest heist films of all time. Love Rafiki. Next up is Cinema Paradiso, which is also an Arrow Academy film. Don't worry, we're getting to the Arrow Video stuff, some really cool stuff in a second. But this one here is a personal favorite of mine. If you haven't seen this film and you're a cinephile, you definitely will recommend this film to you. It's an incredible film. It's an incredible journey. This has both versions of it. It has a 124-minute theatrical version and the 174-minute director's cut. Yep, and a bunch of features, including a 27-minute documentary, a 52-minute documentary which profiles it's just the director. It's just some really, really cool stuff. And if you haven't seen this movie, strongly recommend it. If you don't want to pick it up, at least take the time to see it. It's really worth it. It's an important film in our history, cinema. The last one before we get back to the Arrow videos, and this is a cool one, and this is Ray Harryhausen, Special Effects Titan. This is incredible. Just look at this cover here. It's a great documentary on Ray Harryhausen, some amazing stuff, some great special features. One of the highlights of my documentary collection. I love Ray Harryhausen. It's one of my better half's favorites, and just really, really cool stuff. Like I promised before, we were going to get into some steelbooks and stuff like that, so let's get into those right now. Arrow does some great steelbooks, and here is one of them. It's Time Bandits. It's an amazing looking steelbook, kind of very cool, very unique. And yes, guys, Arrow does take the time to actually put artwork on the inside of theirs. Again, you get the booklet. Steelbooks are really well put together. Love the Arrow Steelbooks. You don't worry, you're going to see more than Time Bandits. I also have, this is one of my favorites, Life Force. The Steelbook for Life Force is incredible, and their documentaries and their stuff on Life Force is just great. It's a 2-disc set. Again, there's like some crap load of artwork on here. Of course, we got the creature, the card, but for this one, time was the Beast Within, and we get to see some great interviews in here. Interview with John Dykstra. Strongly, highly recommend Life Force. It is one of their premium releases, and for me, it actually beats out the Screen Factory version of Life Force, which also is a very good edition, but this one just a bit better. And the steelbook looks incredible. On the back of it, there is a kind of a nude picture of the space vampires, which I'm not sure if I'm showing YouTube or not, so we'll leave it at that. Next up is one that I strongly recommend, highly, highly recommend, and Snap's put out a very expensive version of this one. This one's just as good and has some great, great stuff on it. Great transfers, and that is Demons and Demons 2. Yes, both of them together in one steelbook for a fraction of the price. This is one that I do love, and because basically I love the Demons films, both of them, not just the first one. I love them both. Of course, we have the ticket giver there, Michelle Sauvé. I hope I get those names right. Sometimes I butcher them, but you know, I do my best. Highly recommended. Great steelbook. If you can get your hands on this edition, it is incredible. Next up is one that I'm pretty sure almost everybody already has, or if they don't, they'll probably be trying to grab during this sale. That is Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. What an amazing job they did on this one here. This is, of course, the limited edition. There's a 100-page book here. We got the movie. We got on Blu-ray. We got a second disc of a second Blu-ray disc of the special features, and we got a third DVD version of that disc. We have it shows some of Tobe Hooper's early works. We got a full feature-length film called Eggshells, and we got a short film by Tobe Hooper called Heisters. Both those movies have their own special features as well. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 has some great special features, just some incredible stuff. This was one of the box sets of the year. Just great. I mean, like, $100-page book. Great numbered edition of the film on Blu-ray, and of course Tobe Hooper's early works, which is I think exclusive to this here set. So there you go, guys. That's some incredible stuff from the guys that are at Arrow. I cannot recommend this one strongly enough. If you don't have this one, you're a horror fan or you're a horror comedy fan, it really belongs to your collection. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, just a really great edition. High def audio commentaries, documentaries, alternate openings, some interviews with, of course, Stephen Thrower, who's really top of the line on this type of stuff. Cutting moments, just some incredible stuff. And getting those extra early works is just icing on the cake. Fantastic stuff. Next up is one that I had to pick up, and that was Dario Argento's The Bird with Crystal Plumage on Blu-ray. Yes, you saw me get the Aerodrome edition, which I wanted because I wanted one of the Giallos in the yellow boxes, but I had to, of course, upgrade this to the amazing edition. Some people have problems with this edition. Not me. I actually do like it. I find it a really cool movie, and some people did like the aspect ratio part of it, but I gotta say, love this film, love this cover. This is an amazing looking cover, and just a fun film. Great features on here, by the way. Recommend it for Argento fans. Next up is the last Argento that I had to pick up. This has a crazy cool cover that scares the crap out of me, because this here scares the crap out of me. I'm not going to lie to you. That creeps me out. This is Deep Red, of course, known better as Paradiso. It has the basically both versions of the film, and you know, the theatrical cut and the brand new director's cut. So it's uncut for the first time in England, because well, you know, the rules there were more stringent, but some really cool stuff on here. I mean, we have a tour of the Profondo Rosso shop that's in Rome with Luigi Cozzi, talking with Daria Nicolodi. We have an introduction by composer Claudio Cementi. Just some really amazing stuff. There's an audio commentary with Dario Argento expert Thomas Rustick, Richard Theatrical trailer. And if I have to recommend any film to get started with, aside from Tenebrae, Deep Red is an amazing film. The Arrow version of it is incredible, and you can still, one of the few you can still sometimes get in this here window box. And if you want to get one of the historic window boxes before they're all gone, that's one good way to get it. Next up is another Argento film. Yes, I know, but I love Argento and I want to have them all, and this is one of my favorites. phenomenon. Really highly underrated Argento film. Plays like almost like a fairy tale classic type thing. There is a great documentary on here called Dario Argento's Monkey Business, The Making of Phenomenon. There's just some amazing stuff on here. A great transfer of this film. Love this one. There's the 4 panels. Let's get on to the next one because I'm not going to make this into a 5th video. Next up is House by the Cemetery, given to me by the fantastic Falagar 517. That's Sammy. And this is one of my favorites. Great poster, great artwork, just great booklet. There are some amazing features on here. I spent like an evening just like perusing the features and just being totally fanboyed by this and knowing that I'm going to definitely have the Beyond and City of the Living Dead and here on Blu-ray as well on their own. Strong, highly recommended. As is this Argento film. This is the one that he worked on with Maribab himself. Inferno. I like the cover. It has the documentary An Eye for Horror, which I remember renting back in the Blockbuster days. It was one of the ways that I could see Argento films. There wasn't a lot of Argento films around, but I could watch this documentary over and over again and see like clips of different Argento films. And this is Inferno. It's a fantastic little film. If you like cats or maybe some and disturbing things, but it's a really highly underrated Argento film. And of course, it's one of the part of the Three Mother trilogy. Next up is Vamp, and Vamp is one that I got again. Highly recommended. Some great stuff on here. There's a bonus kind of like a short film called Dracula Bites the Big Apple. Really funny, really great stuff by the director that helped him get the movie Vamp. Vamp's a highly underrated horror comedy. Last but definitely not least is Red Scorpion. If you like cheesy 80s action, this is Dolph Lundgren at his cheesy 80s best, and really love this film. This is actually directed by Joseph Zito, so if you're a fan of movies like The Prowler or Friday the 13th Part 4, well, that's the same director that did those movies, that did this one right here. There's some cool features on here. I've got an exclusive UK commentary with Joseph Zito on here as well. And that, my friends, is all of the arrows that I have at this point. 7 more coming. We'll talk about those when they come. I hope you got some good suggestions there on some stuff to get during the Arrow Meg sale. Let me know what you guys are getting. Comment down below. Like, subscribe if you haven't. And yeah, I definitely would like to know. Make a video response if you want to, and let me know what your suggestions are or what you've gotten or what you have coming. I'd love to see what you guys are doing with the Arrow sale. Thanks a lot, guys. This has been quite the undertaking. It's taking way longer than I thought it was going to tonight, but hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. For me right now, it's time to take a break. Get some sleep tonight, but first I need some tea. It's time for tea.